and welcome to Not Just Disney and what looks set to be one of our most exciting videos on the channel for quite some time. We're back with the FA Cup 2020 to 2021 and we reached the sixth round, more commonly known as the quarter-finals. So today we have 8 teams vying for places in those semi-finals that come up in April. Now we have been following this competition from the third round stage, playing matches as drawn by the FA for the third round, and we have then been following the same draw pattern as the live competition, but of course we have a few different winners here and there, which means that at this stage of the 8 teams who will be playing today, only one of them has also reached the quarterfinals in the real competition. And that team is Sheffield United. They'll be in our 4th tie today, taking on Barnsley. But more of that later. So we will be using, as you will know, a Legacta, the 1970s football simulation game that simulated football in England or Scotland and Europe using a selection of coloured dye. We'll be choosing those depending on the teams, the leagues in which teams are placed, rolling the die, and that will give us a result for each match. There are no replays at this stage of the competition, so if we have a tie, we'll be using a yellow die for extra time, and then if it gets really exciting, we'll be having a penalty shootout which involves rolling a green die. But let's, without further ado, let's get the games underway. Our first tie is Wickham Wanderers, and they will be home to Stevenage Borough. Now Stevenage are our lowest ranked team still in the competition. Since the third round they have beaten Swansea, Cardiff and Birmingham, all at home to get to this stage, and have scored 8 goals. Wycombe have beaten 2 Premier League sides, Spurs and Everton, and have also scored 8 goals. So if we just move the ball from the field of play, the die will be rolling today for these 2 teams. Wycombe will be rolling a brown die and Stevenage will be rolling a yellow. So let's get the play underway. So Wickham Wanderers 0. Stevenage Borough then have a chance of a bit of a giant killing to reach the FA Cup semi-finals, and it's a 0. They haven't taken it, so 0-0 after 90 minutes. We now have extra time. Wycombe to roll, and that's 0. A reprieve for Stevenage. Can they make it to the semi-finals? They have. Stevenage Borough have beaten the Wickham Wanderers 1-0 after extra time, putting the League 2 side into the FA Cup semi-finals. Our second tie of the day also involves the brown and yellow die. This time Fulham of the Premier League are at home to Shrewsbury Town of League 1. Fulham have dispatched 2 championship sides and Burnley from the Premier League to get to this point in the competition, while Shrewsbury have beaten Southampton, Newcastle and Derby. So can Shrewsbury equal the giant killing antics of Stevenage Borough? Fulham to roll first with the brown die, and that's 4 for Fulham. Their Premier League class showing there, I think it looks grim for Shrewsbury. And 0. A 4-0 comprehensive victory there for Fulham into the semi-finals. Our third match, it's Brentford at home to Liverpool. Both teams will be rolling the black die. Brentford have beaten 3 championship sides, Middlesbrough, Stoke and West Bromwich Albion. Liverpool beat Aston Villa and Man United, but then struggled to get past Stockport County. eventually taking the tie at 1-0 on penalties. No goals scored during the 90 minutes or extra time, and just the one penalty scored, and that put Liverpool through to the quarter-finals. So both teams rolling black. Brentford to roll first as the home side, of course, and that's 2 for Brentford, looking good there. And Liverpool, league form been pretty poor. What can they do in the cup? And they can do it. They've scored 3 away from home, and they have knocked out Brentford. Liverpool move through to the semi-finals. So, very quickly, it's time for our last match of the day. It's Barnsley at home to Sheffield United. It is 2 black die once again. Barnsley have beaten Tranmere, Norwich and Luton to reach this stage, while Sheffield United have dispatched a number of teams from the southwest of England. They've beaten Plymouth, and they've also been able to get the better of the Bristols, beating both Bristol Rovers and Bristol City. So, our final game of this 6th round of the FA Cup, looking for that last slot in the semi-finals. Barnsley to roll first. And that's a 2 for Barnsley. Now remember, Sheffield United are the only team to also feature in the FA Cup's version of this, the FA's version of this competition. So 2 for Barnsley. Sheffield United, can they remain in the competition? And they can. It's 3 goals again. Our second 3-2 away victory. So all 3 Premier League sides make it through. Sheffield United reaching the FA Cup semi-final. So that's just about it for match action. Let's just remind ourselves of teams that have made their way through to the semi-finals. It's Stevenage with their 1-0 victory over Wickham after extra time. Fulham, clear winners at home to Shrewsbury 4-0. Brentford put up a plucky fight, but it was Liverpool 3-2 victors away from home. And Sheffield United, their Premier League class, if they have any, shone through again, and they were victorious by the same score, 3-2 over Barnsley. So that's just about it for today's video. If you like what you've seen, we'll be back in April with the semi-finals, and if you'd like to see those, why not subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to be sure you don't miss that video. And all that remains for me to say then is thank you for watching, and we look forward to you seeing us again very soon here on Not Just Disney. Bye for now.